reminds me of this book by Bell Hooks called Aren't I a Woman, where she was talking about the intersectionality between racism and misogyny. Basically, misogyny towards Black women. And she was talking about the history of slavery and specifically about Black American women and how there's this
Mm,
stereotype of the Jezebels, right? About how Black women are hypersexualized, whereas
yeah.
basically white men back then, when they enslaved people, Black white men, sorry, white men would marry white women. However, they would have fantasies about Black women and they would sexually assault Black women while returning to
Mm,
their white wives. So basically, they view Black women as hypersexualized, like you said, or as sexual objects. Same with Asian women. I live in Cambodia. I have seen my fair share of white men coming into Southeast Asia with their white horse, white savior mentality, where they come here,
mm-hmm.
they assume that they're going to be able to find a submissive, a virginal, a cute, kawaii kind of Southeast Asian wife, basically, who will wash their feet, who
Yeah.
will bear many, many children for them, who will not talk back to them, who will just be a subservient woman to them, subservient wife. And I have been accused of ruining the minds of Cambodian women because I talk about feminism. I have been accused by white men saying that, oh, Cambodian women shouldn't be like that. They're gentle, they're sweet, they don't talk about sex. You're introducing Western feminism and you're destroying their minds. You're just making them rebellious. You're making them white
Oh,
feminist,
please.
which it goes against what they have. Basically, these men who come to Southeast Asia to find Asian wives, they have been rejected
Mm-hmm.
by women in their country because women in their country
Mm.
have seen what an asshole they are, what a loser they are, and then they come to Southeast Asia hoping to start anew. And they do have the power privilege because of the income inequality. For example, they might not
Yeah.
earn much back in
Yeah.
their respective country, but when they come to Southeast
Mm-hmm.
Asia, that not much becomes quite high income because of the difference of cost of living.